Um, so I wanted to talk about, basically being bipolar. Um, it's not easy, and although, yes, I'm medicated, it doesn't take away some of the main symptoms. I don't know if it's supposed to or if it should, when you're medicated, but I still deal with, in the back of my head, the same sort of switches in mood and things that I thought, well, maybe they'll go away. But there's no magic pill to fix everything. Some of it is learning how to think again. That's why most people have medication and cognitive therapy. But unfortunately, I don't have those resources to have cognitive therapy to relearn how to think. And I try on my own, and I think in the last 2 years I've improved a lot. Because I've suffered with bipolar as long as I can remember. I'm medicated for 6 months or more. I can't remember. But, finally I got on medication this year, and it's better. I mean, really it is. It's just a struggle to learn how to think all over again. And when I get in these depressed moods, I want to, sink into, basically, I want to sink into nothing and hide from the world. And maybe it's not such a good idea to hide all the time. It's hard to put myself out there and express what I'm really feeling. Like the fact that for the last 2 or 3 nights I've had suicidal thoughts, but in an unemotional way. Like, I had no emotional reaction to thinking, well, I could just do it, and I wouldn't care, and it wouldn't matter. And that's something scary for me to admit, because, I don't want to feel suicidal. No one wants to feel suicidal. And it's not so much that I would have carried it out or acted on any of those feelings, but the fact that I had no reaction, that's scary to me, because I think people who commit suicide, maybe at that moment, maybe they don't feel anything, and that's why they do it, and they don't feel anything until it's too late, and I don't want that to happen to me. And it's scary, to be totally honest. It's a scary feeling. It's a very scary feeling. It's not easy when you're bipolar. It's not easy when you're normal, but it's especially not easy when your brain is unbalanced and the chemicals are not there to make up for what you need. And like I said, unbalanced, because that's part of bipolar is, being too up or too down, and there's no out, there's no way to just snap my fingers and fix it. And, it's a struggle. It's always a struggle. I have people who care about me, and I don't think I would ever follow through with hurting myself. I used to be a cutter. I used to be a drug addict. I, self-medicated, basically, my whole life. I'm still recovering from my addictions. I'm working on it. And the cutting, I haven't cut in, God, it's been almost a year, I think. And it was never anything deep, or I don't have huge scars all over myself, and they're just little, and it was only enough just so I could feel some kind of release. But anyway, this isn't really about cutting. It's just I wish some people could understand, without having to suffer through being bipolar, what it's like when your brain tells you one thing and your heart tells you another thing. Like, I have every reason to be happy. I'm going to school in August, as most of you know. I have every reason to be happy. I have wonderful friends. I have wonderful family. I've been spending a lot of time outdoors, which is always a good thing. And, you know, there's no reason for me to feel this way besides the chemical imbalance. And it's difficult when it's almost like there's another person in your head, and they're saying, you know, well, you need to feel this way, you feel this way. You know, would you really care if you died? I mean, it's like this horrible person inside your head constantly beating you down when you're depressed. And that's how I feel anyway. And as much as I don't like being manic because of my insomnia, I would rather be manic than depressed, because being bipolar 1, I'm used to being manic almost all the time. But, you know, when I hit these depressed stages, I don't know how to cope. I don't know how to push through it. And I haven't had any suicidal thoughts for a while, up until the last week or so. And I don't know why. I mean, maybe it's just a chemical thing. Maybe it's something I need to relearn. I have to stay positive, and I will stay positive. I just hope that sooner than later this fades away and is replaced with good feelings and happy feelings and high on life feelings, I guess. I don't know. I mean, I feel better talking about it, and this video is probably boring to a lot of you, but anyone else who suffers from depression or bipolar disorder or borderline personality disorder or any of it, you know, I want you to know that I'm there for you when you have these thoughts too. And you can feel free to message me on my blog. You can feel free to send me a message on YouTube, on my Facebook. I'm always available. I want to help other people who experience the same feelings I do. You're never alone. I know I'm not alone. So just stay strong, and that's the important thing. Just stay strong and know that you're not alone. And that's what I'm going to try to do. So, in an effort to be positive, I'm going to try and turn today around. And I appreciate everyone who watched. Thank you. And thank you to everyone who sent me good vibes and good, you know, love and everything. Just thank you for those of you who are there for me. It means more than you can ever explain, than you can ever understand. Yeah, just thank you. And that's it. I guess I'll see you all later.